Okay, so I want to show you guys where we are, but first I gotta go up. We are in Genoa.
Genova.
Genova. Gonna have to get used to that today. This is my first time here. I've been looking forward to coming to the city for a very long time, years, for one thing and one thing only, pesto. I love pesto to death. I could eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day, and now finally I'm here in the city of pesto.
See, Harper, but it's also real that Genoa isn't just pesto to offer.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, but like, come on, it's all pesto here.
It's not just pesto, they have a lot of amazing food.
Does this mean we have to... Okay, so if I can't have pesto for breakfast, what are we gonna have?
So we're going to have the traditional breakfast from Genoa. That involves a food that is well known in all the world, and we are going to eat it as they eat here in Genoa. We arrived at the Panificio Mario, that is one of the oldest panifici in Genova, where they prepare the traditional focaccia from Genoa. When you think of focaccia, you think for sure about focaccia genovese, which is this very simple focaccia bread with holes inside, and then they brush with what we call a salamoia, made with water, olive oil, and salt. So outside is a little bit salty, but inside is soft. And now they eat the focaccia. They eat the focaccia for breakfast, dipping in the cappuccino. Un cappuccino e 2 striscette di focaccia, grazie. Ten thousand times better than cornetto cappuccino.
You are totally right. That is so much better than a cornetto. Oh my gosh. The sweet cappuccino and the salty focaccia. I remember now. You told me about this. We made a video a while back where Eva made focaccia alla Genovese, and she told me about this, and I just totally forgot about it, and now I am beating myself up because I could have been eating this for breakfast for a long time.
It's incredible how this focaccia and the cappuccino go very well together. Breakfast of the champions.
It might not be pesto, but I'm very happy with this breakfast. Maybe the best breakfast I've ever had.
I told you.
I'm not even joking. That really might be the best breakfast I've ever had. What?
This is the house of Goffredo Mameli.
And who is that?
You know who is Goffredo Mameli?
No.
Goffredo Mameli is the person who wrote the national song of Italy.
The national anthem?
Fratelli d'Italia, l'Italia si desta dell'elmo di Scipio, si cinta. Sì, it's Goffredo Mameli. He was from Genoa.
One thing that has immediately struck me and surprised me is how incredibly beautiful this city is. The architecture is just amazing. I didn't really expect that. I expected pesto.
In all the city in Italy where I have been, and I have been in most of the Italian cities, I'm sure that here in Genoa you find the most beautiful palace. Much more than Rome. I know it's unbelievable, but it's real.
Like, look at the frescoes on this building. It is slightly torture not having pesto here because you just see it everywhere. Everything is pesto, pesto, pesto. Are you sure you don't want to go get some pesto?
Yes, I'm sure. Because we are going to get something that is traditional from Genoa. It's good, it's made fresh, it's warm, it's vegan, it's vegetarian. It's something that you can eat like a snack, and doesn't involve pesto.
That is huge. That was so cool. They had these massive wood ovens in there, and just as we went in, they had just taken the farinata out, so it is very hot and fresh, and it's big. They have these insanely huge pans that they cook it in. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I am so glad we got there as this was coming out hot and fresh. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, okay, because it's chickpea flour, it kind of has this like if you've ever had polenta that hardens a bit, it gets this kind of, I don't want to say rubbery because that makes it sound bad, but kind of this rubbery texture. But on the other side, it has just become so crispy and fried and delicious. It's not technically fried, they cooked it in an oven, but it's like it was fried.
But with a lot of olive oil, Albert.
Oh my god. Isn't that incredible?
I knew it was good. I remember that it was good, but I didn't remember how good it was.
It reminds me a lot of Sicilian panelle, you know, the fried chickpea flour polenta stuff.
You can't forget the very tight relationship that there is between Sicily and Genoa, because Genoa helped Sicily to be independent, and they have this very, very strict relationship. Think about pesto alla trapanese. In your opinion, who taught to Sicilian who made pesto?
This is one of those moments where, I don't know, if you put the most amazing pizza in front of me and this, I don't know which I would choose. I don't know. Do you want to split that last piece?
No.
But will you?
No. No. Sì, I will. Ma che buona. I love chickpeas. I love olive oil. I love polenta. I love pizza. The farinata here, I love the wood oven. The farinata here is a summary of all of that. So good. It's so good. What happened? I'm in love.
You're having your classic
See.
post-amazing meal,
Disappointing
Like-
because it's done.
post-meal depression.
See, it's a post-meal depression because it was so good that it lasted for so few seconds, and now I already feel that I miss it. And I ate like 30 seconds ago. If you come to Genoa, yes, all the food of the world, whatever you want, but please try the farinata.
Okay, that was a 10 out of 10, no, 11 out of 10 snack. But like, for real, what are we gonna get for lunch?
Pesto of some sort.
Are we getting more farinata? Because I'm okay with that.
Magari, but no.
Okay, so Eva took me to this place, which is a very cool spot, by the way, specifically to have panzotti with salsa di noci. Now, salsa di noci is another kind of pesto, but it's made with like walnuts, and it is an amazing sauce. Eva has made it for me before, but the reason she brought me here is because I've never actually had it with panzotti, which are the real pasta from Genoa that they use it with. They're kind of like little stuffed ravioli. Unfortunately, we go in and sit down to order and find out that they're out of panzotti, so they had some other kind of little ravioli. But in any case, it was delicious. It is such a good sauce. It may not look as impressive as basil pesto, which is so bright and green and vivid, but if you've had this before and you know what it tastes like, you know how absolutely delicious this is. So rich, so creamy. I still don't know what it's like with the right pasta, but maybe someday I'll find out. For whatever this pasta is, it's very good. And Eva also got stuffed anchovies, another classic here, which honestly was maybe better than the salsa di noci. What are they stuffed with?
They start with cheese, breadcrumb, marjoram, black pepper, cheese, more cheese.
I know probably a lot of people are like, I don't like anchovies. Yes, you do. You just need to eat them like this. Also, she couldn't resist as we were leaving and got some more farinata. I don't blame you. That's some good stuff.
I need to compare to find out which is the best in Genoa. This is my new goal for these days.
Is this one better?
No, this is as good as the first one.
They're just as good.
It's just, the problem is that it's just too good.
It's a funny vibe here too, because in so many ways it has all of the great things of a southern Italian city, like Naples, for instance. I mean, it's like it has the sort of colorfulness of the South and just the aesthetic. It feels very southern, but at the same time we're super far in the north of Italy, so it's a strange dichotomy here. But because it's ultimately a northern city, it's a lot less, how should I put it, chaotic, crazy. People wait for the light to change to cross the street. It's very strange for me.
This is Boccadasse. Boccadasse is a small neighborhood inside Genoa, where all the houses, as you could see, they are the old houses of the fishermen, so they didn't really change except for painting a little bit. They are so lucky that when it's a nice day like today, they can directly jump into the water. Yeah, something I'm really starting to pick up on, especially in a neighborhood like this,
is how much this city is built upon its relationship to the sea. Genoa was like a seafaring capital for so long. I guess it still is. I mean, they still have this huge modern port. They built the best ships in the world. They were some of the best explorers. And through all this travel trade over the centuries, they brought a bunch of food influences in and also sent their own food influences elsewhere. If you think about the relationship Eva mentioned between Sicily and Genoa, now you can totally see it. It's like traders from Genoa would go to Sicily, teach Sicilians how to make pesto, and then bring back things like pennelle. So I think that must be part of why it has such an amazing food culture here, because there are just so many culinary influences.
Così va bene, signora?
Here we are at MOG, which means Mercato Orientale di Genova. It's the biggest market in Genoa. As you can see around you, there are all the kinds of products that you can imagine. Vegetables, fish, meat, bread, and pasta. It's like a kingdom of the good food. This is panettone Genovese, that is like a substitute of panettone here in Genoa. Maybe it's a little bit easier to make, but it tastes delicious as the panettone.
They're very famous for their olive oil here,
Yes.
right? So they must be famous for their olives.
Also for the olive, this one, Olivetta Giasco.
Well, I've almost made it a whole day in Genoa without even touching pesto. We're not done yet. Still gotta get dinner. You sure you're not in the mood for some gnocchi with pesto? Or trofie with pesto?
No.
Or linguine with pesto?
Or bruschetta with pesto, pizza with pesto, lasagna with pesto. No.
So basically the plan for dinner is to do something that I love doing in cities that I'm new to. Eva will find some like osteria or trattoria, some little out of the way place that like isn't in the middle of the touristic zone, but some place that she knows is good, and then she doesn't look at the menu. I certainly don't know what's on the menu, but we see what they've got.
I'm going to order some muscoli ripieni alla spezzina, which means stuffed mussels. They are stuffed with breadcrumb, cheese, obviously there is the mussel, marjoram, thyme, olive oil. It's just an explosion of flavor.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
That's mine.
Nope, this is all mine.
That is mine.
Oh. Very punchy, powerful, savory flavor, but also extremely delicate at the same time. Really hard to describe how good that is.
And then I'm going with stoccafisso accomodato alla genovese. Stoccafisso is my favorite food of all time. There are few places in Italy where this food is a real staple. One is Calabria, maybe the number one. Then there is also Genoa, and I want to try how they do here in Genoa, but I bet that it's delicious. Stoccafisso, for people who doesn't know what is this dried fish, cod fish from Norway. They do over there, they fish over there, they dry it over there, but then they send most of them here in Italy. The way in which it's cooked is very close to what we call in Calabria alla ghiotta. That at the end is with tomatoes, potatoes, onion, olives. The difference is that here is more shredded, while in the south of Italy we like to see our piece of stock whole. But the taste is very, very simple. It's very simple. And then for you, Harper, I'm going to order coniglio alla Ligure.
Rabbit?
Rabbit. Ligurian style.
It's so funny. It kind of tastes like pollo alla cacciatora, except with rabbit, of course, which is from Tuscany, which is the neighboring region, but also with the pine nuts, and there's some sweetness in there. I can't quite tell if there's raisins or something, but there's some kind of sweetness in there. It also tastes Sicilian. So you're having like a dish that's really classic in Calabria, and I'm having a dish that has definitely some influences on or from Tuscany and Sicily. And this is all just like the big melting pot of Genoa, I guess. That is so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, Ava, thank you for once again ordering me an absolutely magnificent dish that I never ever would have ordered on my own. Never would have even thought, oh, come to Genoa, try the rabbit.
So, Harper, do you miss pesto?
Honestly, I thought that this day would be really hard to get through without having pesto here. And I really thought that by the end of the day, I was still gonna really want pesto. But I have to say, I had such an amazing day of eating. I'm good. I'm good. I can go to bed very satisfied.
Without pesto?
Without pesto. That being said, tomorrow is another day, and we're still in Genoa.
Genova.
I really thought that, okay, because this city is enormously overshadowed as a tourist destination by Rome and Florence and Venice. And so I just kind of assumed in the back of my mind coming here that there would be some reason for that. Maybe it wouldn't be as beautiful, maybe it wouldn't be as interesting. No, there's no reason for that. This place is amazing. They have an incredible food culture. Maybe one of the most unique in Italy that I've ever experienced. It is astoundingly beautiful here. It is so beautiful. The historical center is huge, and it is some of the most amazing architecture I've ever seen in all of Italy. I don't understand why more people don't come to Genova. It's amazing. Come here.
No, don't come.
No, yeah, that's right. Don't come. Keep going to
Don't
Venice.
come.
It's
Very bad.
awful.
Don't come.
It's awful. Don't come. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our day in Genoa as much as we did. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time. Ciao.
Look at that inside.